Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. I'm on the road a little bit, out here studying greatness. I came out to Dallas and we had us a meetup Friday night, but I came out here to see Colorado versus TCU, just to, I like to study greatness and greatness being built, greatness being pursued. And then, I work with Baylor men's basketball. So I'm headed out here to Waco, Texas now from Dallas to work with the team, talk to the guys, just see the new guys. And it's just something that I do on the side. It's not how I feed my family. Certain schools you speak to, they have a little budget, they'll pay you a little something, but that's not what I do, full time or to feed my family in any way. It's more so passion projects because of me being a former college athlete and knowing how we get so wrapped up in sports, but then life is so much bigger than the sport. Life's so much bigger than the game, but we get so wrapped up in the game and we start to lose ourselves, and we don't have a reality of what, or understanding of what reality is really like what the real world is like. Because when you're an athlete, you kind of get spoiled, you get catered to, and it's really just about your sport. But life is so much bigger than that, and life comes with so much more tests and temptations and things that you got to be ready for. And so that's where we at. And so I try to talk to these guys and help them understand the importance of being their best, not just in their game, in their sport, but being their best in life and doing the best in life and growing in that arena, which will make them better in their game. And I've also been doing that. It's been some of you who have hired me to work with your athletes, young men in high school. And I think that's something that most parents who raising athletes get wrong, is they just want to build an athlete as an athlete, but don't understand the mental component. And some parents just also be thinking about like, oh, let me protect my child from vultures. And so they don't want their child to talk to nobody or learn nothing from nobody because they want to be the only voice, and not realizing that could be more harmful. That's more harmful than helpful, because if you teaching your child what they need to know, then it don't matter who they talk to. They ain't gonna make no stupid decision. They're gonna run everything by you because they got a real connection with you. But the lessons got to come from all over, because everybody got different lessons. And so that's why I try to help these guys and work with them. And it's always, you just talking to them and they just gonna get what they get from you when they talking to you. There's very few guys gonna have the mindset or the mentality to reach out and have outside conversations and discuss things, because they're just not in that age. And it kind of comes later as they get a little older. They get a little more wisdom, a little more understanding, and then they start to move a little different. But what I'm out here doing on this here good road, and just another side of life coaching, and we working on something special out here for Dallas. And I'm thinking about doing a kickoff seminar in January. Still thinking about it. It ain't confirmed, but it'll be in Dallas. We're thinking about January 12th, Friday. So mark your calendar just in case you have to take off work. Get on out there, a full day of inspiration, motivation, kick your year off. But I'm still thinking about it. I got to raise the money for it, get the money together, because for me, it's like I'm in a different place. Like, my family is so expensive. They cost me so much to where I really don't have the money to be invested into, adults. And when you do events, a lot of people think that if you're a speaker, oh, you're making all this money, but no, you really lose money most of the time. So I'm not in that position with my son being 16 and the other one 9 and school and soccer and what they got going on. I ain't got no money to be wasting. So if we decide to do it, what we may do is do pre-orders, do pre-sales. It'll be tickets all across the board because we're gonna have VIP dinners and stuff like that. So it'll be high top, high ticket, and then it'll be lower ticket to where you in the building and you growing and getting the messages. And so, but if we do it, if I decide to go through with it, I just gotta look at my son's schedule again, make sure he ain't got nothing super important on the soccer side of things, because I can't miss that. And I got a lesson the other day because I was at the game. He played on a Sunday, and he scored a goal in a way that he's never scored before because he played defense. So he played in the back in front of his goal, helping defend his goal. So it's very rare for him to come up and score a goal on the other team. So he was able to come up, a little past midfield and got the ball and put a little move on a guy and got him a little space and took and kicked that thing. He left-footed, whipped that thing on in there with that left foot, and that was a goal in a fashion that he's never scored before. And that just really blessed my heart. I was so into the game, I wasn't recording it, so we didn't even get it on video, but it just blessed my heart so much. And I was just like, man, like, this right here is priceless. Like, I'd be real mad if I was not in somewhere with a bunch of adults talking about our problems and I miss my son goal. So that's why I gotta look at the schedule. And the bad part about it is, like, sometimes I might have to have a private jet, or unless it's a flight at 5 or 6 a.m. on Saturday, because we do the event on Friday and he end up playing on Saturday, I might have to get on a plane ASAPula. And sometimes you got to fly private on stuff like that, because you get on a regular plane, commercial, and they get delayed, canceled, and you miss where you got to go. But in private plane, they gonna go and take on off. They'll find a little window and they'll get on out of there. But I might have to do that, because to get back if he play on that Saturday. But that's the season I'm in right now, to where I'm more focused on not missing nothing with my kids than I am focused on business. And that's why we doing virtual stuff too. So my son start playing September 9th is when his official season starts. So being that he starts September 9th, we play, I think he play at like maybe 1 or 3 or something, or maybe in the morning. So that night at 7 p.m. we having a virtual conference. It's called the Fourth Quarter Conference. The fourth quarter is October, but we doing it in September to be prepared for the fourth quarter, to get us some strategies and practices and just touch up, have confirmation and revelation on what we supposed to be doing, just to make sure that we own it and that we finishing strong. So even if you done fell off right now, we finna pick it back up and finish strong for this fourth quarter. So you roll into January feeling good. You roll into January, and it's all about your habits and your daily choices. So that's what